What is going on, good people? This is your man, Gavin the Boss Man Stevenson, one half of Late Night at the Table. I have the lovely, lovely Lady J sitting beside me. Go ahead and say something to the people, Lady J.
Hello, everybody.
Well, another week here, another week down, and we have a great topic for tonight.
We do. I think this is going to be very interesting.
I think this is going to be a whole lot of bullshit and shenanigans.
I don't think bullshit. I think it's something that everybody can learn from. Everybody's had this scenario, so let's see what pops up.
So the topic of tonight is, why do men and women keep coming back? I am trying to figure it out myself. Why do men and women always come back? Got to be okay.
You're so upset.
I'm just saying, because sometimes it ain't worth coming back. You might as well, if you out, stay out. If you in love, I get it. I'm in love. I love her. He loves me. We love each other. We're gonna sit and watch the sun come up and all that bullshit.
You don't sound like you believe in love, Mrs. Stevenson.
I do believe in love, Miss Robinson.
You don't sound like it.
I do believe in love. I think love is a beautiful thing when it's done right. Or when it's in the right situation. Because sometimes love can be ugly.
That's because people make it ugly.
Yeah, you're right. People make it ugly.
Love can't be ugly. You know, it wasn't created to be that way.
What's going on, Kitty? What you doing?
Mm-hmm.
What you got going on?
What's up, Cree? Happy birthday, sis.
Yeah, happy. You see, she don't put me in a camera no more.
Where am I gonna put it at? You want me to sit on top of the microphone?
You know what? See how she do me, y'all.
I'm just saying where you want me to put it.
I don't know. Find somewhere. You normally have me in there before you put me
because
on
you normally
punishment.
be all over here.
I'm trying. You said you want me to give you some space. So there's a lot of questions to this one, and there's a lot of good answers and a lot of bullshit answers. I'm gonna tell you one thing I think people come back for, and you may think that I'm crazy for saying this, but a lot of times people come back for sex.
If it's good.
If it's good. Now if she over there give you the Gert 3000 and the salami wash, well goddamn it, I don't blame you. I'm just saying, if she put it all the way to the back of her throat and she was looking at you like you're crazy when you should pull it out, I don't blame you.
So we have a lot of childrenless fathers, fatherless children. We have a lot of children that have no daddies around because that's what they keep coming back for.
They come back when they look. You cannot expect a man to not come, and a woman not to come back when you're doing everything they like.
And if that's the case, you want another love.
You may have left because of other reasons, but the comeback is awesome.
I think people stay more for the dick than come back for the dick.
Right, and especially women. I definitely agree with that.
Because good dick is hard to find. It is. It is. Good sex, period, is hard to find. Not everybody that say they can do what they're doing, hey, Sister Trill, can do it.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. But at the same time, you got people that sit here and, I mean, like I said, I'm the type of person, look, if you won't, look, man, damn, don't put it all into your back of your throat and think I ain't going to come back around.
Well, I say most people who talk about it don't really do it well. I'm just saying. Most people that talk about their sex game ain't really the shit. Yeah, you can't just in time, Trill.
It's just me. Like I'm telling you, you over there getting that Gert 3000, and she putting the twist on it.
Well, I mean, I thought that's how.
No, that's not how everybody do it now. I know some people scared to put the twist on it.
Well, you should know that. You would know that the first couple times you had sex.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this.
And she don't know what she doing.
Look, you put the twist on me.
Lord have mercy. Exactly the reason why we have a whole bunch of fatherless children, because people go back for sex. Toxic relationships.
Yes,
getting their ass beat.
Yes, it is toxic. It's very toxic. But she swallowed the thing from the back, and you knew I was gonna say from the back. You knew I was gonna get it in there.
What's your exception with people being in the back of you, but that ain't cool, bro.
She would've, you know what I mean?
I'm just saying. So we are talking about, Sister Tria, since you just joining in, we're talking about reasons why people keep going back to the same relationships.
For sex.
So Gavin said for sex.
Nah, so they do. People go back. That's one of the reasons. All right, you got one?
I got a bunch.
I know you do. I got a bunch too.
All right. Go ahead. Keep going.
No, you would like me to keep going. No. I fell for that last week.
I'm just saying. Go ahead.
I fell for that shit last week and she whooped me. I was in here.
No, last week I did most of the talking. Don't even go there.
Yeah, because I didn't have nothing to say. Because first of all, I got high.
Whatever. Well, one of my reasons is people be bored and lonely.
That was one of mine too. You know what? You can get rid. Let me tell you something.
Get fucked up being bored.
What? Get
fucked up being lonely.
Mm-hmm. You can get yourself in some real fucking trouble being lonely, sitting in the house. Mm-hmm. Especially like you lonely sitting in the house and you all of a sudden you done hopped on Tinder, plenty of fish.
You know what? I've never been on those.
I've never
had a profile on Tinder, plenty of fish, none of that.
I've never either.
I'm scared because, if it's a bunch of crazy weirdos face to face,
oh man,
I'm just imagining what's online. So I haven't done any of those.
Yeah, I haven't. I can honestly say that I haven't either, because it's not like I'm not gonna sit there.
Well, I mean, I see people do it for the conversation. Sister Tria said for comfort. Yeah, that too. I can even see conversation is very comforting to me. So, a relationship or going back to toxic situations, I can see that. But hell, if I can get some great conversation, that's comforting to me. Hell,
right? I don't mind. I don't.
No, I'm saying for me.
Okay.
For me. For you may be different, but for me, I don't necessarily need the body. I feel like it's not much the body really can do. I can't do for myself. So
especially
the conversation. I mean, before it was the same thing. So if you're trying to go out, that's all I.
Did I say anything? I didn't say anything. Never mind. What? Go ahead.
Anyway, conversation is the best thing.
Right. Conversation is a good thing. Yeah. And just being able to communicate with a person. But sometimes that communication goes a little bit too far.
And we allow it to.
Yeah, and then that's, like old boy off Outcast said, you and somebody's daughter, right? You and somebody raising their kids for the next 18 years. On Outcast, yeah. But anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Go to the next one. You got another one?
I do have another one. I have them in my head right now. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Boy, you can't be in my live video. Get you something to do.
Who?
Swag.
Swag who?
If I said swag, do I and you know any other swag?
You talking about I can't spell my name right, swag?
Can you go to the next one, please?
I'm going to put a picture up on the channel, and I'm going to show you how he spelled his name on his tattoo. See, I don't have him over here, see?
I guess I'll go to the next one, because he ain't got one in his head, y'all. He's slowing the process.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Another one I had was some people are addicted to drama.
Most definitely. I know a lot of people that are addicted to drama. They love it. They cannot live without it. Like, you can sit there and everything can be peaceful. That's a great one. Because I've dealt with people that, we're sitting there having a great conversation,
Yeah.
and everything is going right.
We're not adding anybody right now, so chill out. I don't know who the real K2. Give me a second. Let's finish this up first. Go ahead.
It's tripping tonight. But anyway, so I had a little friend that I was dealing with, and she was a person that was, you sit there and all she talked about was drama.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, she would sit there and talk about her friends and all this, and then when stuff didn't go right in the relationship we were dealing with, I was in that goddamn thing. God damn it, why you over talking about me like I'm crazy now? You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. But why is the drama something that people have to live
Because that's another boredom situation. If you're bored, you love drama.
That means you need to get a fucking hobby.
Or a life.
Both.
Right.
Both. You can get both. I got one, jealousy.
They don't want to see
you with anybody
else.
Right. That's going to make things better in your situation.
Right.
I've been through that too.
Yeah, me too. But you know what? I also feel like jealousy, yes.
Can you put envy in there too?
Envy and jealousy are the same thing.
Excuse me. I'm not going to do that with you. I never come out on top with that.
I don't think it's because I kind of went through that at the beginning of my divorce, and it wasn't necessarily jealousy.
What was it then?
It was kind of because I definitely wasn't jealous. Wasn't jealous.
So hold on. Before you get into it, was it jealousy on your end or his end?
No, I'm talking on my end.
On your end,
right?
Okay.
It wasn't jealousy. It was. I kind of wanted like an explanation.
You didn't really want to answer.
I did. I think I did. Out of 18 years, I deserved one.
But you.
I wanted an explanation to why. Like, and when I say why, not because of who she was, but it was because of
Go ahead.
It was because of seeing the changes, like the changes that I was asking for 18 years were happening with her, and it wasn't happening with me. So therefore, I was kind of like,
so you thought it was you and not
right. Like, why would all of this be effort you put into someone else, than what you had? Especially when you say you wanted it and you want it back. Like, why wasn't that effort put into that? But I honestly feel like it's still not the same. So I've learned that I'm not pressed about that anymore, because it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. And sometimes, people do different things with different people. And it's crazy because I watched a YouTube video earlier today, and a guy was saying how after he left a relationship that he was in for 3 years, he dated somebody else, and he was telling his ex, that he needed time, and with the time, he was saying that within the relationship that he was in on a rebound, he actually learned how to deal with certain things so he would be better for her to come back. Like, he was able to sort out some things, figuring out how this relationship worked, and then was like, okay, now I see how I fucked up before. Let me go back. Yeah, now I know how to fix it.
I can definitely feel that one right there.
Right.
That was definitely me at one point. I'm wondering if I can go back and fix a situation that really shouldn't have been. I thought that it should have been fixed, but I realized that it wasn't meant. Sometimes people, it just ain't meant to be.
Right.
It ain't meant to be when you are with somebody and you guys are always going back and forth and doing things like that. Sometimes it's just not meant to be, Lady J. Yeah,
and sometimes people outgrow each other.
Right.
And that's okay, especially if the both parties realize that they outgrow each other. So, yeah.
I would say that sometimes you outgrow each other and the situation. You know what I mean? You can be in a situation that you think is great, and then 1 minute it's like, shit. Listen, people, shit will fall apart on you.
Mm-hmm.
In a blink of a minute. You'll be sitting there like everything is hunky-dory, and next thing you know, boom, everything is fucked up in your life.
But that's also too, because a lot of people go into relationships thinking that relationships aren't work, that they're just supposed to happen.
Yeah, it's just supposed
to flow. Relationships are work, and if you don't want to work, you don't want a relationship.
If you are not prepared to sweat, and I'm gonna tell you this, you gonna argue, you gonna fight, y'all gonna cuss each other out. It just matters on how you guys handle it afterwards.
Right.
Because it's gonna happen. Two people cannot be around each other for long and then not want to know that it's going to fall apart.
Right.
You know, and people be like, oh, no. We got some type of different love.
Right.
No.
Now, what's crazy is when I was kind of like researching this, I was watching this psychotherapist, and she was saying that one of the reasons why people end up going back to relationships is because they end up thinking about the good times all the time. And we forget about the toxic and the bad shit.
Fucked up shit.
And what point that she made was that your brain operates that way. Like your brain will suppress everything that you've been through bad and bring everything great to the forefront. Right. And it's basically hormonal. Like every brain does that. So going back and forth is actually a coping mechanism that our brain uses.
Right.
That's with any habit, because at the end of the day, those relationships, especially long relationships, end up being addictive. So you keep going back and forth because you're addicted to how it makes you feel.
And this is another one, and because it's the only thing a lot of people know. Sometimes when you get into a long relationship and it's the only thing you know. Right. You can say that, right? Right.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up, because we had a conversation earlier, and I was telling you how, you know, being in a marriage for that long and being with somebody for that long, 20 years, right. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm only 40, so that's half my life.
Right.
You know, so being a wife is the only way I know how to operate. Mm-hmm. And what's crazy is I had a conversation with somebody at the club one night, and they told me, and what they said to me was, they asked me, you know, was I married? I told them no, I was divorced. And he told me, he was like, well, you failed. Mm. And I was like, what do you mean I failed? He was like, you failed the assignment. You were supposed to be a wife and you failed that assignment. And I sat there for a minute and I thought about it.
Should have slapped the shit out of me.
Right, but I thought about it because I had to operate outside of my feelings and think about it. But I understood.
So I already know I already know your face.
No, but I understood what he was trying to say.
Yeah.
But I had to think back and say, okay, no, I didn't fail. Because I was a wife. I was a great wife. Mm-hmm. You know, I had my flaws, I had my problems, I had my issues like we all do.
Right.
But as far as being a wife, I was good at that, you know. Right. But what I have to now stop doing is operating as a wife. Right. Because I don't know what else to operate as.
I tell people all the time, I'm a great father. I'm a decent boyfriend, but I am a shitty husband. Mm. And I'm going to tell you straight up, I'm a shitty husband. But, you know, we all have our flaws. And that's one thing I'm working on to learn that, you know, I can't be that way and think everything's going to be hunky-dory in my life and say, okay, well, you know what? You know, my problem is I'm the type of person to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what you say. You deal with what I give you. You can't tell nobody that.
Yeah, no, because nobody have to.
Right. They'll sit there and say, you know what? You want me to deal with it? Yeah. I'm going to show you how I'm going to deal with it.
Peace out.
Picture me rolling.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh.
Deuces.
So I have another one. It was kind of on what we were on. It was regretting leaving.
Mm.
Oh, I regret all the things. You know what?
Now, regret leaving and regretting what you did is two different things.
Right. But we're going to go on the regret leaving part. We can go back to regretting what you did.
Okay.
But the regret leaving part is even worse because you sit there and you say, okay, well, I regret that I left, but you go back to what you just said. Why did you?
Mm-hmm.
What was the reason that made you have to get your ass up and say, you know, I'm not doing this no more?
You know what? I think the best part of a person leaving is not leaving because somebody did something.
Right.
I feel like with me, I can only talk about myself. I chose to get a divorce for myself.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't because of anything that he did. Because hell, I stayed through the bullshit. The real bullshit. So I mean, that was not an issue to
not the shit that y'all think is cool.
Right.
Look,
I stayed through the real bullshit. So leaving was not part of the real bullshit.
Because you can really, really, really deal with a lot of bullshit. But you know and I tell you this, R. Kelly said a great thing. When a woman is fed up,
right,
there is nothing you can do about it.
Right. When
she is done. When it is all said and done and she can't give no more and ain't gonna take no more, she'll fucking get up and leave you in a heartbeat.
Right.
But you can't be mad at her.
Right.
You did it.
Right.
That was my problem. I used to get mad. You left me. I did it. You know what I mean? Right. I did it. That's why you left. You didn't leave because you wanted to. You left because you knew there was something that you had to do.
Right. And to me, a lot of women leave because, oh, he cheated on me, so that's why I left. Or I got a divorce because I stayed through the cheating. I stayed through the not coming home. I stayed through it. So that wasn't why I got a divorce. I got a divorce because the jail I am now, I would have never been staying married.
Yeah. You did your reason because you knew that. I felt like, I'm gonna say this and you can tell me if I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. You did what you did because you felt like at that point in time in your life, if you didn't do it now,
I would have never done it.
You would have never done it.
Right.
You would have sat there, dealt with that bullshit, dealt with the heartache, dealt with the anguish the whole fucking time. And that's
well, see, that's what I'm saying. I did all of that. If I would have sat in it, I wouldn't have progressed as a person.
Right. I should have said that.
Right. I wouldn't have progressed as a person. I wouldn't have learned, certain lessons. I wouldn't have dealt with self. And that was one of my things on here was fear with dealing with self. Mm-hmm. Nobody wants to look at their self and deal with their own bullshit.
Their own bullshit.
Right.
I don't want to sit here and do my own faults.
Right. And in order for me to deal with the faults and the fuck-ups of Jayla, and the correct jailer, I had to be by myself in order to do that.
You had to hit it.
Right.
Sometimes people, listen to me. Sometimes you have to hit it, and it's not saying that you failed. It's not saying that you were wrong. Sometimes it's just to be able to keep your fucking sanity.
Right.
You know what I mean? Sanity is a big thing with me. Like you gotta go to keep your mindset because you'll sit there and you'll fall into this passionate love for somebody that you think loves you and really don't have the same love that you have for them.
Right, and see, that's why now in my life, I refuse to live in a fairy tale.
Right.
I refuse to live in a facade.
Right.
I refuse to have my mind thinking this is all fairy tales and dreams and we all in love and shit all great. And it's all sprinkles and shit. Mm. And the whole time, I'm feeling this way, but he's not feeling that way.
He ain't giving a shit.
Right. So at that point, then I'm going to have to let the other jailer come out. We don't want that. I worked hard on her.
So you have to suppress her.
I taught her when to not come out and when to come out.
You say I taught her when it's time to sit down.
Right. Right.
So go ahead and give me one. I know you got one over there.
Well, I said fear of dealing with self.
Mm-hmm.
I put not wanting to be alone.
God.
And that kind of fades into the loneliness part. But it's some people who have never been alone. They jump from relationship to relationship to relationship.
I am him. I jump from one to the other, to the other, to the other. It's so funny. Like, I felt like I was moving in one place to move. You feel what I'm saying? I was moving out one place to move into another place. And then I don't know. I know I won't ever do it. I can't do it again. I won't do it again because People, do y'all know how much energy that takes?
It takes a lot of energy, but you have to be truthful with yourself and be okay with not dealing with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Sexually, conversation wise, you got to be okay with that. Cause see, that's my thing. If a person is not ready for a relationship or not ready to move on to the next step, just be by yourself. It is okay to be by yourself.
People don't know what. You know, I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to tell you something that's going to make you laugh. I told somebody one time, I said, and I think I said it on the podcast too, the minute you're not looking for love, that's when it finds you. The minute you say, I don't want to do this shit no more with nobody, I'm going to sit my ass over here and just endure me and love me. Give me some self-love. Boy, you find somebody in your life that's so motherfucking powerful, you like, why didn't you bring this motherfucker to me in the first place?
That's true. But then also, working on yourself attracts that.
Right.
If you're working on yourself, you're going to attract exactly what you need in a person, in a relationship, or whatever. But the fucked up thing that we do is we will attract it, but not be prepared to receive it. You cannot be like, okay, I'm attracting this. This is what I need, and as soon as it hit your ass,
knock you off your motherfucker.
You be like,
You didn't say it was gonna be like this.
Right,
yeah, brother, it's like this.
Right, like, so if you don't want it, just say.
Right, you know what I mean.
I don't want that.
You can't sit here and think that. That's why I tell people all the time when they be sitting there trying to talk to me. Sometimes you just searching for love. Okay, it's good to search for love. Don't get me wrong, because I can be a hopeless romantic sometimes. Don't do that. That face is not needed. I can be a hopeless romantic sometimes. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Don't you do the face again. But I'm telling you, you sit your ass down and stop chasing. Stop trying to chase that good man. Mm-hmm. Stop trying to find You're not gonna chase him. You're not gonna build him. Mm-hmm. This is not fucking Build-A-Bear. You're not gonna build your good man, and you're not gonna make a man do whatever. If he don't want to do it, he ain't gonna do it.
I don't know. My friend Sister Trill I say one man, but God said 8, so 8 it is. That's one of her lines. She said it all the time. Because, I mean, I guess sometimes people be looking for one thing after the next. So.
I can't read that. I need my damn glasses.
Do you want me to read it?
Yes, please.
Oh, Lord. Okay, Stephen says, honestly and selfishly, we just want a wife at home and a sneaky link, then life is good. I can't with him.
That's why
I can't with him.
Maurice, that's why I love you.
But that's bullshit. How about that? I'm gonna call Maurice. That's his name, Maurice.
Me and Maurice.
That's bullshit, Maurice.
Me and Maurice have been homeboys since high school. You can't have one without having the other.
Why you can't have I know, but I'm saying, why you can't have a sneaky link in your wife?
Sometimes she ain't sneaky enough. She may not be nasty enough.
Hey, why she your wife?
Because she do everything. Oh, Lord.
Man, y'all full of shit, man. Y'all full of shit.
You see what you did?
And let a bitch do that. Let a woman holler about, I need a husband at home and some a freaky dick on the side. Oh, you a hoe. Oh, you ain't the right type of woman. Man, get the fuck out of here.
She for the straight.
She fuck you. How about that? Nigga.
She for the straight.
No. If your wife ain't freaky enough, then she shouldn't be. If that's what you want in a wife. Some men don't even want no freaky ass wife. Some men, I've been a wife. Some men don't want your wife doing everything that the hoes out in the street.
Somebody told me that their husband, don't like it when they put their mouth on them.
I know a friend like that who had a boyfriend who didn't like that.
What?
But everybody likes something different. Some niggas like you in their ass. You want somebody in your ass?
Hell no.
All right then. So everybody likes something different.
Why you had to bring that up?
I'm just saying.
You know what you know what?
I'm just being real. real. It's late night at the table, right?
Late night
Right.
at the table.
Okay, so some people like things that other people don't like. You don't like handcuffs and whips, do you?
Fuck no, you ain't gonna
Okay,
handcuff
then.
with
Some
me
people do.
and beat me with a lace front.
Some people do. What's up? Trill said no side, buffets only. Facts.
You know, some of the best buffets have some of the best sides.
Well, it comes on the buffet. You ain't got to leave that restaurant to get another side. Period.
High five. High five. Look, y'all, I want y'all to comment on this one. Is it wrong to have a full side piece or a whole side piece?
That ain't what we talking about.
I knew that was going to get you a little.
Stay on topic. How about that? That'll be the next week's discussion about side pieces.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is. I done made the topic. Next week's topic is about side pieces. That's what we're going to talk about. Boss man want to talk about side pieces.
I'm sorry. I did not want to talk about side pieces because I'm a guilty Negro.
All right, then. Well, we can talk about it. See, like Trill said, I'm going to have 8, though. Then I just told you. Trill said, I said 1, but if God said 8, 8 it is.
Well, look. 8
it is. We need a mechanic. We need a nigga with some good dick. We need somebody to cook.
See,
we
already know how that was going to go.
All of that. Somebody to pay the bills. We need it all since we can't build you.
I know. Look, I already know how that was going to go when she get on this motherfucker.
Hey, what's up? Polygamy is a thing. It is. It is. It's a thing. It's a thing. What's up, Ebony? Ebony say it's wrong to have anyone on the side, period. Because I'm the one, not the 2. That's all I keep trying to tell people. I don't sign up for that shit. Anyone. So what you blinking hard for? Ebony, right. Ebony, it's wrong to have anybody as a side on the side, period. See, this is why you cannot be in the thing. I don't like these eyes you be getting and all of that.
I didn't do it to you, though. Last time you got mad at me because I did it to you.
I don't know who you doing it to. I'm the only person on this camera.
But you're not the only person out there.
Okay, but who you talking to?
I'm not talking. No, I'm not going to be more specific.
Okay, then. So other than that, I think you're winking at me.
That's how I get in trouble when I get more specific.
Well, then, in order for you not to know it's me, then you got to be specific.
Turn your camera this way a little bit. Let them see me. I put my camera on you. Yes, you do. Y'all like my beads? My girl hooked me up real decent, like. See the eyes? Yahtzee! So, back on topic. Go ahead. Did you give me one? Was that my last?
I gave you 2.
Okay, hold on. Why keep on going on?
Ebony, I do too, but this ain't the time or place for that. See, I got you, sis. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. You can't see, you can't read, remember? You got a whole Facebook over there to be supposed to be reading. Can't read that either.
See, I didn't do anything.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, check it out. Here's one, memories. Oh, you come back for the memories. So
we said that kind of like dwelling in the, like your mind suppresses the bad and push forwards the good. So the good memories is what keep you holding on.
Right. The memories are a motherfucker, boy.
Yeah, they are.
Boy, they could be a motherfucker. You be sitting there minding your own goddamn business.
Fuck you up.
Well, fuck you up. Don't
let it be some good.
Oh, Lord. I was about to say it too, boy. Boy,
you have sexual
what?
Memories.
You sitting alone in that bed and you sitting there like, damn shit. I remember when she used to do this thing with a whole mouth.
He only got one thing he talk about, see, like y'all. I hope whoever he's very intrigued.
I know. Let me shut my mouth.
Please put stuff out there so I can throw a fish line. Ring your ass right back in there. Come on, go ahead, throw it out there.
Hey, Melissa, how you doing?
I bet.
How you mama them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, Maurice. I read that one. You need to keep your mouth shut about that one. That's some. So
the next one is
there was some good memories back then too, but
false hope.
Matter of fact, I think I got that one too over here. I can live with false hope.
Niggas give a lot of false hope. Niggas will have you sit here think, oh, babe, as soon as I get my shit together, it's going to be this. Oh, babe, this is that. Yeah, they give you all of that shit right there. They give you the sunshine, the roses, and you get back and they still got the same dirty-ass drawers.
What about they just change the drawers over there?
Same shit.
Same shit. Same shitty-ass drawers.
Same shit.
You know, females do that too now. Yeah, females do that too. They give you all the hope that, oh, it's gonna be, we're gonna be together and everything is gonna be great, and we gonna learn how to love each other and take care of one another. And then
I bet it's different. You know why I do? You know why I bet it's different?
Why you bet it's different?
Because every time a woman wants to take a man back, it's always conditions. So you always know what the conditions are before you get back.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Right. Women don't set you up and you don't know what you're coming into. Women will give your ass conditions.
You sit there.
Yeah, you be like, babe, everything gonna work out. All I need you to do is come home at night, stop lying, leave the mother hoes alone. You got conditions on why you coming back. So if you can't fulfill them conditions, then you know not to bring your ass back.
I'm gonna tell you this. You wanna know some real nigga shit? When you do the conditions, when you know you're gonna go back, you should already have some conditions. You should say you should already know what to say. Baby, you know, when I come back, I'm gonna leave them hoes alone. I'm gonna be in the house this time, because you already know what she wants.
All right, but I'm saying, so women don't give you false hope. They lay that shit out. Right.
They already know they're going. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna know what I'm gonna say when I walk through the door.
Right. Ebony said exactly. We sure will. But if we ask for conditions, we are being controlling. No. Let me tell you something. Having standards is not a controlling mechanism. It's okay for you to have standards. It's okay for you to say, I will not deal and I will not tolerate this. That is not controlling. That is a standard. And if they can't reach your standard, sis, then they don't belong to be with you. Period.
They for the streets.
Right. Or whoever the hell else want them. Bye. Period. Okay. So, you got one? I just gave you one. Also, what you got?
No. Goddamn thing keeps on going off. Oh, Christian. They don't want to start over in a new relationship.
Lord have mercy. That's me. That is me.
They don't want to start over. I'm not going to start over.
That is so fucking me. And I say that's me because I don't want to hear another fucking story. I'm going to just be honest. I don't want to hear no fucking trauma, no toxic shit, no drama shit. I don't want to know about your past relationships. I don't want to know what you're trying to fix, your hopes, your dreams, what you're trying to build up. I don't want to hear none of that shit. You know why? Because when you come to me, I already got that shit ironclad, working out, fixing on it, working on myself. If you're not doing that for yourself, bruh,
don't bring the shit.
Don't bring that shit over here. I don't want to build another motherfucker. I just don't.
I'm with her on that one.
I don't want to do that.
Look,
I don't want to join. I don't want to
say it,
motivate you and pull
preach
you and all of that shit. I don't want to do that shit no more. I done did that shit half my goddamn life. If you ain't got it within you, bro, of course.
We don't want it.
Right, of course. You know, being a woman, I give you a little love and a little affection and a little push and come on, babe, I got your back because I do want you to know I got your back.
Right.
But I'm not finna drag you.
I don't do nothing. Let me tell you, people, I don't do shit. I'm not going to drag and, oh, you need to be here. I'm not going to do none of that to make you want to be with me. I'm sorry. I'm not. Come on, babe. Come on. Fuck all that. Eat a slow dick.
Ebony said, that's me too. I hate starting over, swear to God, because I'm over taking people's bullshit on. I'm over hearing new shit. Right, me too. Because to me, it don't be really new shit. It just be coming on a different angle. It's the same shit.
They package it differently.
Right. It's the same shit.
We'll package it differently.
Right.
We're damn sure. I ain't gonna lie to you. A motherfucker package it any type of way you need to hear. But 9 times out of 10, before you actually get with him, he know more about, he know how to serve you that shit.
But see, what's the bad part about it is, and I was talking about this shit about dating in 2021. If I'm talking to you, that's what we're doing.
Right.
We're talking.
Right.
We're talking. We're communicating. We're getting to know each other. Just because you feeling me and I'm feeling you don't mean you're gonna get the pussy, nigga. I'm over that shit. Like, I've never been the girl that's gonna talk to you one week and the next week we fucking. That's not how it goes. I don't do that. So nowadays, niggas think you talk to them 2-3 days later, you gonna be getting some pussy, nigga. That's a no-go. That's not how that goes, and that's not what I'm doing. And maybe because that is, I think on the wife level. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm going to say this, and you're going to disagree with me on this. I'm telling you right now. Sometimes that's the fucking standard. Sometimes people see that way. You know, let me talk to her, see what I can get out of her real quick. Boom. Some motherfuckers just want to play.
But you know what? I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with a nigga just wanting to play. Come to me and say, look, I feel you, and I just want to fuck you. And I can clearly say, oh, babe, thanks for the compliment, but that ain't me. I ain't that girl. And if you, to me, I have respect for you. I got a friend right now. I talk to him all the fucking time. Known this nigga for years, and every time he see me, I really just want to fuck you. Oh, that's so sweet, but it ain't gonna happen, boo. It ain't gonna happen. I ain't that girl.
Not on duty.
Nah, that ain't what I do. You know what I'm saying? So it's some girls out here who do that. Find you one and yeah.
Oh, they'll let you slay them off too, boy.
Yeah, slam off all ass and don't even ask for you to call later.
Yeah, they got what they want. What she said?
Right. Ebony said it's the same story, different nigga. Exactly.
Right. But let me say this. I want to say this, and you may agree with me, you may not agree with me, because you actually said it to me one time.
Mm-hmm.
He can serve you that bullshit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you can honestly choose what you want to deal with.
You're absolutely right.
You know what you said to me one time?
You're absolutely right.
They can serve you the bullshit, but if they want, you choose what you want to deal with. So if he's serving you the bullshit and you don't want to deal with it, then you don't.
Exactly. That's why I said.
Yeah, then you don't.
You said, you give me the book. I'm choosing not to deal with the bullshit. You know, I got friends tell me all the time, girl, you gotta get out there and date. I'm not interested. I really am not. I'm not.
A lot of times this is too much hard work.
It is. I don't. It's mentally tiring.
Let me rephrase that. All the time it's too much goddamn work. It's a lot of work to deal with somebody. And truthfully, at our age,
right?
Because we don't see the bullshit don't work with us.
We just been there, done that.
Right? Well, you can't sit there and tell me, "Oh, I miss this." No, you don't, bitch. Let's get to the meat and potatoes on this. You know, I always say, I don't want the labor pain. Just give me the baby.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't give me all the sob stories about what's going on in my life and look. What's up? You know what I mean? What's up?
That's just like, I'm the type of person, I've been told, you know, when you go on dates and stuff like that, you're not supposed to give up too much at the beginning. Mm-hmm. I totally disagree with that. And I disagree with it. I mean, no, I'm not going to regurgitate everything on you, no.
Right.
But I disagree with the fact of not letting you know what I want up front. I'm not looking for a fuck buddy. I'm not looking for a casual sex thing.
You know, and it's nothing wrong with telling a motherfucker that
that's
either.
not what I'm looking for. You can tell a
motherfucker, look, we cool and everything, but I'm not with the shit that you're with.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong for saying that. But at least say it, though. Don't just sit here and let the shit happen, then you want to get mad at the bitch and be like, oh, he talked to me the wrong way. Just say it.
Right.
Just say, hey, I appreciate the compliment, but
I'll pass. And then what's crazy is niggas nowadays get pissed. We pissed.
Right.
Mad. Because you don't want to entertain their bullshit. Niggas right here shooting bitches because they don't want to talk to them. Who does that?
How you get mad at a female because she
don't want to talk to you?
That makes no sense to me in my whole life. Mm-mm. I've seen females get their ass whooped because you think you too good to talk to me. No, I just don't want to deal with the shit that you got going on.
Right. Or I'm just plainly not interested.
Right. And that's what a lot of people don't want to understand. If you are not with the bullshit, you're not with the bullshit. It's not that you better than the next person.
Right.
I'm just not with it. So don't be sitting here getting mad at me because I don't want to sit here and talk. And you know, everybody's like, but Gavin, you a man. Let me tell you something, dude. I'm going to tell y'all all this. If y'all get mad at females because they don't want to ride with your bullshit. But I'm going to say this again, I say this all the time. You do know that we are outnumbered out here. There's more females than there are men. So if you want to feel that bullshit to somebody else, feel it to somebody else. But don't get mad at that female because she don't want to deal with it, because she don't want to sit here and say, oh, he was this and that. No, I don't get it. I've never been that type of guy. I've never been that type of guy to sit here and say, well, bitch, you don't want to talk to me.
I feel like those are entitled men who just don't like the word no.
I live off the word no. Shit. I got 2 baby mamas and a soon-to-be ex-wife. I live off the no. I know no. And if you are in a relationship long enough, men, you gonna learn the word no too. I ain't gonna lie to you. You gonna learn the word no quicker than the bitch. You gonna be like, sitting here like, oh baby, what's up? You want to do? No, my head hurt. No, you drunk all the last of the juice and left the picture in there. You see what I'm saying? Look, and now she don't want to give you none off a small shit like that. You got more problems on your hands than you.
Right, because that ain't enough to me. You say no.
You drunk all the water and put the picture back in there, you know.
I get something to tell you, ask you on the sofa. I'm going to talk to you now.
Right.
I'm done with you. You're gone.
You know, I don't need you anymore.
Goodbye.
All right, go ahead.
The next one I have is not dealing with the shame of a failed relationship.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
It's true though.
Right.
I know for a fact that I stayed in my relationship. I went back to my relationship plenty of times because
you didn't want people to say anything.
Not necessarily didn't want people to say anything. See, with me in my circle, I was the first person to get married.
Right, you told me that.
I lost a lot of friends when I got married because nobody else was married.
I'm trying to think. Hey, Maurice, I wasn't the first one, was I? I don't think I was the first one.
Yeah, I was the first one in my circle.
I think I probably was the second one. Now Maurice was the last one.
And even within my circle, I was the only one for a very long time. My best friend just got married maybe 2-3 years ago. And my other friends have never been married.
It's hard to stay in. It's hard to stay in something that you know. It's like knowing the ship is going down, but it's your boat. And you're going to sit on this ship until it goes all the way down.
Right, but just like the Titanic, some people feel you got to go, if the ship go down, you got to go down with it.
You know what I mean? You
playing all the way down.
You see a lot of people jump ship in this bitch.
Yeah. And see, maybe I'm just not the jump ship kind of person.
You may not be.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
You want to be.
But I know now.
Oh, I'll get the fuck out of here, man.
I ain't gonna lie. I know now. I'm not staying where I'm not happy.
Y'all want to know something? Gavin will hit the road on your ass quick now. Because I know I don't have to stay.
Right. See, that's the thing, too. Like, once you learn the value of yourself, staying is not an option with the bullshit. Now, especially now that I know what I'm worth, bro, I'm a high commodity out here. I'm worth a lot.
She said she big in these streets.
So, if I know what I'm worth and I know, what I bring, and what I bring you're not going to find anywhere else, I don't have to stay. Because somebody else is going to enjoy this.
Somebody else is going to jump on the boat.
Yeah.
They always do.
Yeah.
And then you got to remember, when that other person jumps on that boat, there's no seat for you no more.
Right.
Get used to it. Get used to not being invited to the seat. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to tell you this. A lot of times, I tell people all the time, if you want to be gone, be gone.
Right.
Don't sit there and you lonely late at night and you want to make that fucking phone call. Because all you're doing is putting yourself back in the situation you just got the fuck out of.
That's true, but then again, there we go. That's the lonely thing.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's the lonely thing.
You gotta learn how to be alone.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong about learning how to be alone. I don't care what nobody says.
Right. And you know what? That's another one of my points was scared that you're not going to find anybody else. I thought that the majority of my life. I thought that.
Did you think that because
my husband was the only person that was ever going to love me?
Did you think that because of him, or was that something in your head?
It was something I was told when I was 12 years old.
That's ugly.
Yeah, it was my stepfather, my brother's dad, told me that when I was 12 years old one day that because I was a big girl, no man would ever want me.
I don't know what he talking about, boy.
Hold on. And he dated big women. You see?
It's so funny to me. You know what's so funny to me? What's funny to me about that is that a lot of men talk about big girls
and be in love with them.
Mm-hmm. You don't realize he got him on one in the house bigger than a motherfucker.
And won't leave her either.
And won't leave her. But he'll talk about every last one of them out there. Mm-hmm. That's crazy to me. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna sit here and down this one and then be in the house. That's why we said we don't do that. I didn't do that. I'll talk about your ass.
Yeah, because you good for that. We could be in the middle of the cigar bar. Look. I be like, Gavin, that's so not nice.
Oops. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love me a healthy woman. I love it.
I mean, it's nothing wrong with that.
And we gonna have this big girl talk. Don't worry.
And big girl don't mean ugly. That's the thing too. That's like right now.
What the girl said? The girl said, "I'm fat. I ain't ugly."
Right. I'm fat. I ain't ugly. That's a big difference. And people do that all the time. Like right now, like if I post a picture or something of like a before and after, people be like, "Oh, you always been a pretty girl." Bitch, I never said I was ugly. I said I was fat. Like that. I didn't lose my appearance. I lost weight. That's what I lost. I lost weight, not the fact that I was pretty. I didn't lose that.
Right. I'm telling y'all, one of these days y'all go back and look at that. I'm gonna have her put a before and after picture up. Y'all going to see something that literally blows your mind.
And I'm not done.
Literally blows your mind. It blows my mind every time I see it. I'm like, when I first met her, I said, "Ooh, that's a big girl." And then she told me, "You don't know. I used to be bigger than this." I said, "Nah, stop."
So that's the first thing you say you saw me. I was a big girl.
Big, pretty thing.
I digress. Anyway, the next one I have is, oh no, this is really not a point. This is just the same.
Go ahead.
And one of the ladies had brought up a good one. She said, "Don't drink the poison just because you're thirsty."
I like that.
Ooh, don't drink the poison just because you're thirsty.
Ooh, I like that one. That one's awesome. Cause I'm telling you, we all dabble in the poison. Well, it can't be that bad.
It can't be that bad.
It can't be fine.
Right.
It's fuck around and find out.
And you know what's so crazy? I say that too. I think that's so funny because I'm the person that I used to feel like I was the different factor. I did that. Wrong thing to do, ladies. Because sometimes it's not you, it's really them. They're really just a fucked up individual. And you be thinking, "Oh, well, I'm a great person, so that person's not going to act like I..." Girl, no, he just fucked up.
What's so funny to me is this. This is what's funny to me. When, I'm going to tell you this. If you have, so you got you a boyfriend, man, whatever the case may be, and y'all going back and forth, and you break up, and then you find another one, break up again, find another one, break up again. After a while,
it's not
them.
It's you.
It's you. I'm telling you, sis, it's you. I'm telling you, mister, it's you. It's you. Y'all, like I said, you have to learn. I tell people this all the time. You have to learn how to be alone. You have to learn how to be. And I'm not saying alone for a long time now.
But people don't like to be alone because being alone makes you look at you. It makes you say, damn.
Sometimes you have to sit back and do that, though.
Yeah, right. It's important. If you're going to have any relationship, you have to learn who you are and deal with yourself in order to have a better relationship.
You got to learn that, okay. And see, people in the full spectrum, they don't want to look at themselves because you find sometimes you can look at yourself and find some ugly shit, some shit that you're not prepared for.
Some people don't like to say they're wrong.
I had to learn that one because I'm a motherfucker. I hate saying I'm wrong and knew I was wrong. How you? God damn it! God damn it! No, I'm wrong. Dead ass wrong. But you'll never hear me say that, motherfucker. Though, what? That's your fault. That ain't mine. The fuck?
Horrible.
Fuck, you're the one that's making this shit difficult. Knowing that I'm wrong, but that was me. I didn't care. I ran the streets. I did what I wanted to do, and I paid the price for it dearly. You know, I lost a lot of things. And now it's like I have to. Now I'm on the way up.
Nothing can stop you.
Straight
On the
like
way
that.
up. Now I'm gonna play the devil's advocate. It could be real love.
What could be real love?
You keep going back because it could be real love. I've seen people be married, get divorced, 5 years later, get married again.
But God damn it, we divorced for a reason.
But people change.
Yep, they damn so do.
Yep, that's just like saying you went to prison, so you gonna forever be a felon?
Nope.
People change. It could be real love. It could be right person. My auntie tells me this all the time. Right person, wrong time.
Oh, I definitely believe in that. I definitely, when you said that to me that last time, I definitely believe in that. What's going on? Something that's true. That's awesome rapper. Awesome rapper. I said. But you can always, but you have to fit. What about standards? Like you have to have.
But your standards don't change. Because I'm gonna be honest, I've met people who 20 years ago I would have never looked at. 20 years ago I would have never been interested in them. And today they're a totally different person. My standards,
they do change. They can and they do.
Right, people change. So therefore I'm saying you may have come to the point where you finally meet my standards.
You just lowered them.
And that's possible too. Some people's standards are unrealistic.
Like, you sit there and like, I'm really gonna try to make this man do like.
It ain't even that. Some people's standards be like, for instance, I'm gonna put my brother on blast. My brother always used to say stuff like he hadn't met a woman that met his standards for being a wife yet. And I was like, well, bro, what are you looking for? And he was like, I don't know. I just feel like when I meet her, I'll know that. I'll know who she is. And I'm like, but I feel like you're being unrealistic because he has this high standard for what his wife should be, what his woman should be. And I just was like, okay, well, what part of you is going to meet that? Because if you met that woman today,
what can you do?
What could you do with her?
What can you get with her?
Right.
Because a lot of times it's, what have you done for me lately?
Right. And not even what has it done for me lately. What can you do, period? Because we already had a discussion about broke people shouldn't date.
You get your one that has, and that's what, and then, it pisses me off about that because you can get, so let me give you a scenario. So, and it happens every day. You can go out there, get your woman, right? Woman is really, really successful. Got everything going in her life. You ain't got shit going. And you leech onto that and you can suck all that out of her.
Oh, of course. You can suck positive energy out of somebody.
I mean, you can suck all that out of her. She don't want to do nothing. Mm-hmm. She don't want to be around nothing. She don't want to talk to you. She don't want to do nothing. All she do is... Because now, in the beginning, she was all gung-ho. Now she's like...
But that's also... we talk about, me and Trill talk about this all the time, you know, spirit ties. When you start messing with people energy rub off on you.
Right.
You become who you date.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm a very positive person, I'm always on the go, motivated, whatever, and then I start dating somebody who doesn't do that, then I'm start doing exactly what they do. Mm-hmm. Nothing. You know,
people find you somebody that has some of the same things that you have.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying they gotta be perfect, because ain't nobody fucking perfect.
Right.
I don't care what you say, ain't nobody fucking perfect. But find somebody that has some of the same fucking qualities that you have, the same drive you have. Mm-hmm. You get some work.
And you know what? Sometimes you feel like, my biggest thing is, we should talk about potential.
Mm-hmm. Say it.
I don't want to say it because I don't necessarily fully believe it.
Say it.
But you can't really go on potential.
Right.
So you gotta say fuck the potential to some degree.
To some degree. Right. Now, we know what we got.
Because potentials are possibilities.
Right.
So nothing's for sure with potential.
Let me tell you this, people. If you're dating somebody and you see the potential in him, and you see that he is still driven out of the whole time you guys are dating, he's still driven now. Mm-hmm.
But see, talk is cheap.
But you're seeing action.
You can see people say, I want this, I want that, I'm gonna make a move to do this. I see that all the fucking time. And then you come back 3 months later and you want to see what the fuck have they done or what they said.
Right.
A person, I know me as a woman, I can only deal with that for so long. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm a big believer in moving in silence. I don't ever want to sit here and say, oh, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. And it never gets done. Like, if you're going to do it, you ain't got to talk about it. Do it.
Correct.
Right.
Do it.
Yeah, I meet guys all the time, and oh yeah, you know, girl, sis, I'm about to do this, and says, you know, I had that, got that, and I'm like,
and do it then.
Right. Like, why are you telling me? Like, just do it.
A lot of people are scared to bust that move.
Right. Fear.
Fear can keep you out of a lot of things.
Right. But so, like I was saying about the whole, it could be love, it could be real love. And I feel like people have the right to try again if certain things have been done. For instance, if you have changed patterns, changed behaviors, you've gained the things that you were missing in life.
Right. Those
things can be added to the next person. And I feel like if you dealt with your past and corrected those issues. See, one thing we don't do is we don't talk. We don't communicate. We talked about that before.
Past is a motherfucker.
Right, but people don't like to talk about it. And until you can deal with that, and until you can correct those things, make those rights wrong, or those wrongs right, it'll never work. Because you'll go back down the same fucking rabbit hole you was down before.
Fall down and quit.
Right. And it can't just be one-sided either. Because we do that too. For some people who want to work it out, you will sit there and be trying to work it out, and the other person ain't trying to change shit or don't see no wrong in what they do. Mm-hmm. So if you don't see any wrong in what you do or see when you can make yourself better, it's not going to work. So in order for you to make it work, it has to be some kind of changed behavior.
I totally believe in change behavior. I didn't before, but now I know that some of this shit is real things.
It gotta be a real change. Yeah, because you know a lot of us say we're changing it, we ain't really changing.
All we did is just package it up in a different way.
Hell, some people don't even do that. They just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna let it all hang out.
Catch me if you can, bitch.
Right. Pretty much.
Oh boy. Woo! So we are running on time.
Yeah.
And we actually, you got any more?
Let me see. You got any more?
Well, I don't really got no more. But I feel that we've hit everything.
I do have one more.
All right, run it down.
It's the last one.
Run it down.
Codependency.
You have to explain that one to me.
So, people can have codependent behaviors, meaning that they can't function without
Not the other one. Gotcha. Okay, that's what you mean by codependent. I thought you meant like, oh, they have to be in one basis.
Yeah, it can't function without you. Like, I don't know how to live my life without you.
No, that's, you know what? I see that you back now. We see you back. We still go. You know what? That's a toxic trait, isn't it?
Codependency is a toxic trait.
Yeah, that's a toxic trait.
But it all ties into also kind of like being all you know.
Right.
Right.
Because if it's all you know, it's all you know. You're not going to do anything differently.
Right.
But see, that depends on, like I said, depends on what you come back to. Right?
Right, but still being able to function alone.
I think you should be able to function by your fucking self. If you can't function by yourself.
Everybody can.
No. I'm not saying that it's bad.
That was me. I'm going to just be honest. That was me. I used to think I couldn't fucking breathe if Rashad wasn't with me.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yep. That was me. I used to think I had...
Can I say that?
I couldn't move. I couldn't operate. Like, I couldn't do anything.
I can't say that. I don't know. I may be able to say that. I don't know.
Yeah, I used to think that. I used to think the world would fucking stop.
I don't know. I could probably say that about Priscilla. Like, it was on the other end. It was me. Thinking that, I couldn't live without it. But you'll find out what you can live without it quick when it's out of your life.
But you know what? I think I learned that, like, toward the end of our relationship. I was like, damn, I can breathe without this nigga.
So Lala said, that's how she was about her baby daddy in the beginning. She couldn't do nothing without him. Mm-hmm. It happens. It really does. But see, you gotta realize codependency is if it's put in the wrong person's hands.
Oh yeah, they will fuck you up.
They will fuck you up.
Totally.
If it's put,
and they know it too.
If you put codependency in the wrong motherfucking hands, what happens? Do it right. Do it. I dare you to fucking do it.
Yeah.
Put it in the wrong motherfucking hands and see what they do. Boy, they will use that shit on you so quick, beat you over the head with that shit so quick, you gonna be like, wait a minute. Yeah. I didn't sign up for this shit. Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Especially when you hear shit like, you ain't gonna find nobody else like me, or ain't nobody else gonna want you but me, stuff like that. You be like, oh damn.
That's not true.
Yeah. Or you can't raise these kids by yourself. How you gonna raise a kid by yourself? You can be able to take. You hear that shit too.
Motherfuckers do it all day long.
Yep. Your mammy did it. Why can't I do it? Your mammy did it. Why can't I do it? That's what she should tell me.
I said your mammy.
Yeah, your mammy did it. Why I can't do it? So, but yeah, codependency. That's why I tell people all the time I can never do drugs. I have addictive behaviors. If I'm addicted to something, I'm addicted to it.
Watch out, I'm like bad dude.
Well, it's something that I realize now as I've gotten older that I'll never be.
What's that?
Digmatized.
Digmatized.
Yep. That won't happen to me ever again.
I can say it never happened to me either. But if you put that guap 3000 on me,
you stupid.
That guap 3000 with the hand movements, what? Boy, when they do it right, it makes you want to dance. Ooh, you know you get it at, right? You know you get it at. Where you get it at? Say it. What did he say? Say it, Lady J. What did he say?
I don't know.
Get it in your shaman.
My shaman, I ain't gonna cooperate with that. Not at all.
Oh, I love it.
Well, that was my last one.
Yeah, codependency is a motherfucker.
Yeah, it is.
And ladies, I want to say this, and I feel like y'all need to hear this. And everybody says, oh, Gavin, you don't know what you're talking about. But a motherfucker that don't have nowhere to stay.
Well, homeless dick is a good thing. That said that.
How they say, how boy said you being like this. You know, banging your chest and everything. You talking about, see, there you go the bullshit.
What?
Certain things you can't think of me about.
I ain't hear nothing you said.
I can't read. It's too small. Oh, Lord. No. Cancel that. I'm not bringing you on here. Because you got the shit going on, Lord.
What it say?
You can't see that? I can't see it either. I think it's because
I'm way over here. You're in front of it.
Transparent.
It's not. She says, geez, and certain things you can be hypnotized about too. That's the only thing. Big Five say that's why we can't take you nowhere.
Right.
Yeah, the dick it could be good, sis, but don't you let a nigga hypnotize you. Dick will have you not thinking clearly. I would never be back in that situation again.
Look, I'm telling you, a homeless nigga will tell you anything he need to tell you to get back.
Let's say fuck that nigga. Right.
A homeless a nigga that needs somewhere to stay. Oh, he gonna tell you what he need to tell you.
You're the queen of everything.
What?
You
beautiful.
You beautiful, gorgeous.
You gorgeous. I don't know what I was thinking, baby. No, what you were thinking about is that goddamn bed she got now.
Right.
You were thinking about you don't want to get wet.
Right. Right. You need a shower. You don't want to go stay at your mama's house.
I don't know. Some niggas don't want to leave mama's house, but we gotta do one about that too.
Well, boys that don't want to leave their mama's house. But see, yeah, we can talk about that too because what age is a man supposed to leave the house? When he becomes a man, right?
Oh Lord, but how long is that supposed to take?
It depends. It's different for everybody. We the only people, black folks, the only people that be kicking their churn out at 18.
Oh, the Casamigos. The weekend lit. Yeah, I don't know about that. You know, I got some things I gotta say, but I'm not gonna say.
That's all I say. I'm crying. It's a stand at your mama's house for me. Oh my God, get you kicked out. Right.
Yeah.
I ain't kicking mine out. I'm sorry.
We'll talk about the weekend a little bit later. Yeah. I don't want to say it right now.
You don't have to.
I'm not.
We're talking about.
Yeah, I'm not.
So
anyway,
coming back and going back to relationships, leaving and going back.
Yeah, because you get kicked out your mama house, you're on your own.
Right.
You're right about that. Because some white kids be in there with their mama house for years.
Right, and when they come out, they got good credit, a house, cars.
Serial killer?
No, 401ks. They got everything. Hell, no, the serial killers be young. What the fuck you mean? Columbine Sherman was 19 to 16.
But Jeffrey Dahmer was older than a motherfucker.
He probably killed his mama too.
Yeah, you're right. They do be in there, man. Mom! That's not the orange juice I wanted you to get.
You so stupid.
Mom, why didn't you wash my clothes the right way?
Yeah, no, none of mine say none of that kind of shit. I don't wash their clothes. Because
they don't want to get hit in the mouth.
Pretty much.
I ain't got no, my kids all, yeah. I got two older ones, they do anything. I'm sorry. I moved out of Mom Dude's house. I didn't want to go back. I can't live like that.
I feel it, sis.
Facts.
Hold on, but sometimes your mom will come to your house. I love my mama though.
I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that shit was gonna happen.
I love her though.
I knew.
You know what's so funny? I have made up in my mind I'm gonna buy me a big ass house. And I'm gonna put me a mother-in-law suite in the back, and I'm gonna just put Howell in the mother-in-law suite.
I knew she was gonna do that. I knew she was gonna do that.
I've been a great grandmama. I love it. I put her right in the back. I'm gonna put her right in the back.
Watch, now that you done said her name, watch her pop up.
No, I'm fine with that. I put her right in the back, so the children can go see her anytime they want to.
That's not a good thing either if your mama begged you to come back home either.
Oh, she might miss you.
You call her.
Listen, who talking?
I can't. Yeah,
You don't call yours like that.
I don't want to lie to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mama. I know you watch this afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Call your mama.
Yeah, call your mama, people.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I don't do it, don't mean you can't do it.
You should do it more often.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I call, my mama call me. I be like, "Who died?" That's what God. Who said? Last time Mama called me, told my sister we were from. Woo!
That's a good thing though. That wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad for me because it wasn't mine.
Anyway, so do you have any final words?
Final words. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. If you are in a relationship and you keep on making that U-turn, I'm not going to tell you to stop. What I'm going to tell you is this. When you make that U-turn, make sure every time you make that U-turn, it's something different that's being changed. Because a lot of people don't accept the bullshit that got the motherfucker out in the beginning. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of people accept the same bullshit they just got rid of. Then what you get rid of it for? You might as well kept it the way it was. Because it was working for you. You just you don't like the end results. So if you don't like the end results, you have to change right along with that person has to change. Mm-hmm. So that means you may have to grow some balls. You may have to tell a motherfucker no. Mm-hmm. Or you just leave the situation alone. Love comes when it comes. Mm-hmm. And if you're not prepared for it to come, you're never going to get anywhere. You're going to be the same miserable person, same missing out on all the things that it brings. Because let me tell you something, I told you, love is a beautiful thing when it's done right. Mm-hmm. Love is a bond that you and two people can have when it is done right. What?
It's amazing.
I'm telling you, when it's done right, when you got two people, not the side one, two people, and you got two people that are engaged with each other, love each other, want to be around each other all the time, you can't beat it, Lady J.
That's true.
You can't beat it. I don't care what what? That's why I tell people all the time, stop chasing it. It will find you. I guarantee it will find you. And when it finds you, all you have to do is this. Be ready for it.
What have I said?
She done said so much.
She said, stop begging for your woman or family back and not changing.
Shit.
And then you ain't got to get caught. Right.
Oh, Lord, you motherfucker, you.
Whatever. You stop doing what the fuck you was doing, then you'll be able to have your family and your kids back.
You messy. I told you about getting on this motherfucking channel being messy.
I said, women stop putting stipulations on a man you're dating or in a relationship with. You gotta have stipulations.
You gotta have stipulations.
Because people will run all over you. You need to have some too.
You need to have
not
some.
just her. You need to have some too.
Listen, learn how to say fuck you, no.
Right.
No, you're not just, this is not just gonna happen because
you wanted to.
Right. Fuck you, no. Easy.
Right.
I guarantee when you say that to somebody, they're going to come back to you differently. They may come back to you the way that you're looking for them to come back to you.
Right. And to me, it's a line of respect. Right. Like I said, and like I told Ebony earlier, it's okay to have standards.
Right.
It's okay. If you truly love somebody, you're not going to just let them have and do whatever they want to do to you.
It's okay to say no.
Mm-hmm. You don't have to take whatever and do whatever they say just because you love them or they love you.
She also said, I'm just being honest.
Right.
Blaming everybody for your actions and not blaming yourself.
Right, not dealing with self. You got to deal with self in order to be better.
Look, I'm going to tell you this. You know, what's going on, Kate? Look at Kate from here, man. Kate. Anyway, lost my train of thought. It's coming back. I'm going to tell you this. It's funny that you say that because, you know, when you put the blame on everybody, it takes it off of you. oh, I did this because of this.
Right.
I was doing this because of that.
Right. You heard me say, nobody can make you do anything.
At all.
Like when men say shit like, oh, well, she did this, so that's why I cheat. No, she didn't make you do anything.
She pulled her titty out and it just happened to fall in my mouth. No, you could have moved your head.
Right. I said, nah, sis, I ain't with that.
She pulled it out and put it in the mouth.
Or, no, not even that. Not even the other woman. I'm talking about being in a relationship and you're blaming your actions on the person you're in a relationship with.
I did that. And it was just...
oh, well, she wasn't giving me none, so I had to go out here and get... Nah, nigga, you didn't. How about I find out why she ain't giving you none? And if y'all can't come to agreements on that, then leave.
Well, Kate, the topic was...
why do people keep going
Why
back
do people keep going back to the relationships? And trust me, you're gonna want to go back and watch this one.
Yeah.
I will tell you this, and I know we said we're gonna get off of it, but you know how we go. When it gets real, it gets real. I'm just telling you guys, you take a little bit of the advice that we're giving you, because we know I was the one coming back, and she was the one that was taking her husband back. So we know from both ends of this. You know what I mean? When I sit here and tell you that, yeah, I was a nasty dog. I do whatever I want to do to my wife and to the side chicks that I was dealing with at the same time. Back in the boy, I used to be double-fisted. But now I know that it's not worth it to dibble and dabble in other things when you're trying to be honest and real with the one that you're with, because you can't be. You're going to listen, I don't give a damn how good you are. I don't give a damn how good a man said he is in running the streets. I'm going to tell you this right now, ladies and gentlemen. You always get fucking caught. Mm-hmm. There's no way, shape, or form thinking that you're not going to get caught. You're always going to get fucking caught. I'm telling you that right now, because it happens. You'll be sitting there thinking, oh, I can sit here and do this and do that. She won't ever catch me.
And you know what's so funny? I've never had to catch my husband. I never went looking for it or nothing. It always fell in my lap.
It was the same way with me. Priscilla never really caught me. The shit just fell in her lap. I got sloppy.
And a lot of times what's so dumb about it is, even if you don't get sloppy, the bitch you fucking with gets tired of fucking with you and you not giving her everything.
She gets tired of hearing the excuses of why you can't come over.
Right, or why you can't stay the night.
Why you can't leave the house.
Why you not picking up your phone.
What?
Right. I'm calling you 10 times. Why you not picking up your phone?
Nigga, you didn't see me calling you.
Well, you can't pick up because you sitting at home with
your wife. I'm sitting at home, sitting up under my wife. Bet you knew that.
Right.
Bet you knew that. But that gives that person that out to come at you the wrong way. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm flipping around both ways. It says, people often run back to use the other person, right? And then they're scared of change, correct? Women dealing and dabbling, right? Women do the same. Listen, nobody said women and men do the same shit. The difference is between women and men is that she can cheat on you for years. Yeah. Come on now. Nah. Work with me here. Nah. Women can cheat on a man for a long time. But that has nothing to do
with going back.
But you know, they go back, they come back too. They
do. I mean, if you're talking about cheating, but women cheat for reasons.
Yeah, I never said that.
Right. So if I'm cheating for years, I'm only staying with you for probably financial gain. Because if I'm getting dick elsewhere, I really don't need the dick you serving. And
you know what's so funny? 9 times out of 10, that when a woman cheats on a man, a lot of times, that's it. They going to get their dick.
No.
Sometimes it is though. I'm telling you, because
I mean, sometimes it's everything, but the majority of women cheat because they're not getting the emotional things that they get at home.
And they go, and then
it comes with the dick,
and it comes, and you know
but
what?
It's not why.
And then they'll go in to sleep with that scumbag. He's low on the totem pole, ain't got nothing, but he gives her what she's looking for, emotionally. Am I right or wrong?
What I'm saying, no, I'm saying a woman will cheat with a man because he's giving her something emotionally. I've never in my life wanted to cheat because I need a dick.
Right, I'm not saying.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying I'm speaking for women.
Okay.
You know, because if I'm gonna tell you this straight up, if a man is not putting it down in a relationship,
you'll deal with it.
No. And if she is dealing with it, please beware because you're on thin ice. Because it's at what point are we connecting really? We can't connect intimately. Sex is something that we connect. There's no intimacy. There's no bond. If the dick is if the sex is trash, please tell me how you stand. You ain't staying with a woman if the sex is trash. Right. But that's part of sex. So the sex can't be trash.
Some people are bad at one thing and good at others.
But what I'm saying is if you get in that because you like it. Go ahead.
Hold on, because they're coming in. I'm trying to. Oh, I had to flip it down again. Y'all hold on 1 second.
I need to get my hands so I can read them because you can see.
It takes a lot. It does take a lot for a woman to cheat.
It does.
It does. That was from Lala. Let me see. Women often cheat for attention. Correct.
Mm-hmm. So do men. But yes, mostly women. Yep. Because the man is not giving it.
What do you say? Are you on there?
No, not yet.
But why for? God, I gotta stop wearing my glasses in man. Women cheat to fulfill a vow. Avoid.
Yeah.
Men not right. We know that. We know that women like to try to fill that void. God damn, I need to put my glasses on.
Well, are they? I'm not understanding why you don't have them. That makes no sense.
It doesn't. I think because of transparency, so I gotta lift my arm up so I can see them.
Jesus.
Don't try to judge me on here. Shit is real.
I'm trying to look here because I ain't following you on this page.
Oh, y'all see that Lady J ain't following me, y'all.
Yes, Lady J is. Eric's behavior is not.
Oh, I knew that. I would deal with it if everybody is right and in love that person, right? You can deal with a lot of shit when you're in love. Mm-hmm. You deal with a lot of shit. I deal with it honestly until I hate you. Really, Cake? You can really?
What she said?
I deal with it honestly until I hate you. That's too much. It's too much because we actually like it. You should always like the person that you deal with, though. I don't care what you say.
Yeah, but you don't always. You may love them, but you may not like them.
Wow. See, that was uncalled for. So what? I'm blind. You name it.
That's what I say this every Tuesday.
What's that? What do you say every Tuesday, Kate? Oh, you heard that?
I heard it.
Woo, somebody hungry. Look, Lady Jada got on there now, so
I can help read because this Negro can't see.
I cannot see nothing.
Well, yeah, like I was saying, women will cheat, yes, but women are gonna cheat for void reasons. A lot of women don't cheat for the hell of it because they're bored. Kate said, it took 6 years with the father of my kids. I stay until I hate you. It took me 18.
What type of hate are we talking about? Are we talking about like serious hate? Are we talking about, I hate you a little bit?
Hating somebody take a lot of energy, sis.
Right.
That's a lot of energy.
I've always told people hate is a very powerful word. It's a very powerful. You'll use more energy hating somebody than
Mm-hmm.
Loving and letting go.
Mm-hmm.
I can love and let go in a heartbeat. If it's time for me to let you go, it's time for me to let you go. You can't stick around for that.
Yeah, I don't have time for that.
You can't.
Because I'm busy trying to hate you, I could be loving somebody else.
Putting my energy towards something else.
Myself. Shit. I don't have time for that.
If you have to go...
Until I see you and feel nothing, honestly.
Okay, that's...
But that ain't necessarily hate. Sis, yeah.
That's not hate. That's just...
But you know what?
Sick of the shit.
I ain't gonna lie. I asked my friend the other day, I said, sis, have you ever been in a relationship, been in the bed with somebody, and you wake up and you look at that person and be like,
sorry,
why the fuck am I here?
I know mine was saying that.
That ain't funny, bro. That's sad. That's sad, like to wake up and look at the person that you're laying next to and like, why the fuck am I here? Why are they here?
Why are we here together?
What am I doing? And why? That's something wrong. That's some shit for your ass. Oh Lord, you can't see. She said, "Yep, that right there. You ain't shit." I'm just saying.
I told y'all. Look, I listen. I told motherfucker quick ain't shit. You know, it's.
But you know what? Men like you would say shit like that, right? And then when somebody else tell you ain't shit, okay, you good, don't be shit, but be ain't shit by yourself.
Oh hell no!
Hold on.
We gonna tear this motherfucker up now.
Why?
It's just like when you got your best friend. You can talk about your best friend, but nobody else better not talk about your friend.
But ain't nobody else talking about you. If you with somebody and the person say, I know you ain't shit, baby. It's okay. You just be no shit by yourself. We can be good friends, and you can be no shit by yourself. Then you want to fight?
Cause I'm good at it.
Yeah. I don't even know who you are to be adding.
Jesus, we gonna add you are what? He want to come in on the line?
I don't know who he is.
See, they with the shit tonight, y'all. People be with the shit tonight. Look, we calm down, little Kimasabi.
Right.
But back to what we were saying. So, when it comes to love, relationships, and all that shit, it's going to take two people to work it out. You're not going to get it done by yourself. I'm sorry. You can't carry the weight by yourself. Always remember.
You're a rapper, and this isn't in a spot for a rapper, love.
No,
we're doing a podcast.
Yeah,
this isn't anything to do with music or anything of that nature. Thank you.
We appreciate you, though. We'll add you, but we'll add you later. So let's go ahead and cut this thing short because we are really out of time.
I said all I had to say.
But you didn't close. You didn't close.
Well, all I can say is I put it like this. I say, stay till you're ready to make that final exit.
Right.
If you make that final exit and things change and you change and the person change and you see that there is an opportunity for you to be great together, then yes, try again. Nothing beats a failed, more than a try. So if you feel like, you guys are different or in different spaces, go ahead and try again.
Right.
This is not the channel for that, love. But if you left for a reason and those reasons are still valid, then make your final exit. Make your final exit. And I feel like when you make your final exit, be at peace at whatever happens behind you.
That's another thing. I'm glad she said that. If you make that decision, stick with that shit.
Right. And you know what? And I say that too because I can be real honest when I say I want my ex to be happy.
Right. And
I say that because he's also the father of the 4 of my children. I need him to be happy so that he will be able to be a great father to my children. I don't want him miserable. I don't want to, do none of that. We got to be good together so that we can be great for our kids. So
All right. So we're done, people.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate y'all every week hanging out with us. Trust me, we love doing it because it's what we do.
Right.
And please go subscribe to the YouTube channel, the group chat that we have, where you can put stuff on and start a conversation. Because trust me, we put stuff on there all the time, and it starts a conversation every time. So you can put your stuff up there. Go to that. Remember Lady J's page? I'll put that on here too. My page. I'm starting another one. So, like I said, we appreciate all the love you give us. We love it when we're out in the streets and y'all say, "Hey, don't I know y'all?" Yeah,
you sure
you should do. You do. Hi, my name is Gavin the Boss Man Stevenson, and this is Lady J. All right, people. We love you later. Bye.
Bye.